What's going on, YouTube? Back here in the indoor grow room, hanging out with the pit bull. Being a cute little dog. Hanging out, checking out all the plants. Right, first and foremost, check this guy out. My Carolina Reaper, looking very nice, very tall. It's made a lot of progress recently. If you missed it, I went ahead and replanted it. It was not doing very good. I planted this November the 1st. It came up November the 15th. It's written here. Oh, yeah, it's right there. It came up on November the 15th, and it's really not that big, but that soil was the big thing there. Also, Master Blend is another thing that's really helping it take off. Also, you can tell I've got a gap there between the two cups. I've got my little washers down there. They're keeping a spacer between there, so we actually have a small reservoir going on. Working on a bunch of different other reservoir type techniques, and I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to go with so far, but I will probably have a video about that sometime soon. My pink tiger cutting that I put in here, I believe last week I said that I went ahead and put it in soil. This guy already has a pile of roots coming out. Some of the roots are kind of darker looking. Now that I'm looking at them in the light, they're not really that dark looking. I guess that's some soil bleeding out. But yeah, it's doing okay. We got a lot of new growth down here at the bottom. Some new growth up here at the top. But, well, there goes one. Some of the old leaves are just starting to fall off and stuff like that. So I guess we'll have to see what comes about with that. My avocado still in the toothpick method. I don't know why that thing hasn't split apart yet. Normally by this point, here, let me give you an idea of how much root growth is on there. Normally by this point, the shell there will split apart, and it pretty much will like drop the thing out. I've got one leaf starting to dangle here. That probably means that one's going to die. This one is still looking healthy, but this midsection, I guess it's about to start taking off. And then my pride and joy, not this little pit bull over here. No, this right over here. Look at this guy. Gigantic. At last count, I'm sure a couple of them have fallen off since then or started. But I believe it was 32 buds, pods, and flowers that were on this little tiny plant. It's still in a double cup method. And I do have one pod right over here. Hey. Oh, it's a Mako, by the way. I've got another pod right there, if you can see that. So I've got two definite pods. I've got flowers all over this thing. Right up in there. Up in there. They're all over the place. I've been trying to self-pollinate this thing, and I fed it. Wow, that's almost empty. Here's some root growth coming out of there. I fed this thing either earlier today or late last night, so it really has not been that long, and it drank all of that already. Some other things going on. Got my seed starting mat down here. I've got a couple new methods going on here. What do we've got? Sugar Rush Peach, White Peach, and St. Thomas Bane. I've got a couple of those. They're like my little emergency style things. All of these have been my emergency style. I've had hundreds and hundreds of seeds down for quite a long time. This back thing, I've had tons of seeds in there. I don't know, 250 seeds, something like that, in that thing for quite a long time. I've only got a very little amount. Started putting the eggshells, I'm stacking them on top of each other. They're on top of these little things to keep them up off of the mat. The bottom one, that's where everything's coming up. Speaking of coming up, right over here, these little guys, not looking so good. They're falling all over the place and stuff like that. They came up today. These are my Teacup. And I got those out of the pod that Aaron Hernandez sent to me. And I can't remember how many I put down, but almost every single seed popped right up. So, Teacup, right up, right off the bat. Scotch Bonnet, the little one I was worried about dying, doing pretty good. So, it should be coming along. I believe I forgot to mention the broccoli. All of the broccoli back there. They're doing very good. Probably time to start an experiment with those guys. yellow Trinidad Maruga Scorpion, well beyond true leaves now, looking very nice. My Sugar Rush Peach, one of my brand new ones that came up since the last video. This one, or no, it was this one, actually looked like these guys, where they were all laying over, leggy, and didn't look like they were going to make it. Now look at it. Looks very nice. So, in the Sugar Rush Peach contest, if you don't know what I'm talking about, go check out the Pepper Lovers community on G+. You'll find all about that. It's the pinned post right at the very top. 5 different kinds of peppers that we're growing. This is not one of them. This is a King Naga, but it's got true leaves, looking very nice. Another one from Aaron Hernandez. Got that from the seeds, or from the pod that he sent me. The weed, I have not watered this. Everybody else got Master Blend, by the way. I figured everybody needed some Master Blend. I did not water from the top, but it does look like it made it all the way to the top for some reason. But this one, I have not watered since I put it in there. Since I found out it's a weed, I was like, heck with it. But it continues to grow. It opens itself up during the day, and at night it closes itself up, even though the lights are on. So I guess it knows what time of day it is. The BTR showing true leaves, looking very nice. Actually, it's showing the next 2 leaves coming off right there. It doesn't really want to show up very good, but hey, we're going for it. Yeah, we're making progress. My other Sugar Rush Peach, I've got 2 for my contest. I don't know which one's going to be the better one, but the contest is on between y'all. Let's see what we do. But that's another Sugar Rush Peach. Right back here, check out that guy. Nice looking guy. King Naga, another one. Aaron Hernandez, out of the pod that he sent me. That one's looking very nice. I've got 2 daisy cutters looking very nice. So I guess it's almost about time I got to try some kind of hydroponic experiment with one of those 2 and let the other one go ahead and grow out in the cup. My yellow Trinidad Maruga Scorpion looking very nice. The old leaves are looking kind of yellowed, but hey, I mean, it's only eating up the nutrients that are in that soil, and just now did it get Master Blend, so I'm sure it's going to start. Actually, I want to say those 2 new leaves are actually looking a lot better since yesterday, but maybe that's my imagination. Another Scotch bonnet right over here. Those both of them were from Brother Troll. This one is actually starting to show true leaves, looking very nice. Another little daisy cutter right over here, looking very nice. Look at all those leaves on that guy. Just got Master Blend yesterday, just like all of them. Another daisy cutter, I believe. Yes. Daisy cutter right there, looking very nice. And again, just got its own Master Blend yesterday. Same with that one. Look at that guy, looking very nice. Who do we have right here? Ooh, White Devil's Tongue right there, looking nice. That was the runt, and it was not looking very good. And now it's looking very nice. Well, it's starting to come along anyway, but I think that's very nice because it doesn't look bad. In the background, we've got a couple Brandywines. They look droopy, and I kept thinking that was the same thing as peppers, and they needed water. And I kept giving them water, and they're always droopy. So maybe they're just big and broad leaves. I don't remember them being that way last year, but okay, we'll let them go. Who else we got? Another daisy cutter right there. Another daisy cutter right there. Look at that, looking very nice. 3 Brandywine right there, looking very nice. Those are in big demand of doing some kind of hydroponic experiment. Another Brandywine. It's still holding on to its helmet there, even though it's got true leaves showing. That's pretty interesting. My peas over here. Those, I think I said 2 videos ago I was going to take those out to the aquaponic garden. I was going to, and then I think last week I just said heck with it, I'm not going to. This week, the forecast was, I guess, I don't know, other people in my area said snow. I didn't see snow. But it did go down to like 30-something degrees. 30, I don't know. It was telling me 29. Real feel like 27 or something like that. But my thermostat outside said like 40. So I don't really believe all that. But it was cold. But, yeah, so I guess that is my look around here. These guys over here, my Mako, my pink tiger cutting, my avocado, and my beautiful Carolina Reaper here are all hanging out underneath the LED lights. And I don't know if the LED lights are making all of these pods or buds start popping off like crazy, but I don't know. Sure not helping or hurting, I guess. So, anyway, thanks for hanging out with me. That was my little indoor grow room update here. I'm sure I'm going to have plenty more coming up here very soon. Got the pit bull over here, and what are you doing? No, just looking cute. Anyway, like I said, thanks for hanging out with me. Don't forget to do all that fun, happy social media stuff down below. Throw me a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button. Come back and check out what else the pit bull's going to do. Will she eat the plants? Nah, she doesn't really care about the plants. She'll eat the dirt off the floor, though, if you spill it. Anyway, that was it for this week. My super hot update, and I guess I'll have another one next Monday. So check that on out, and maybe I'll have a video in the meantime, like Thursday for the aquaponics. Anyway, I'll catch you then. Till then, later. What's going on, YouTube? Back here in the indoor grow area, hanging out with the pit bull who is licking the carpet. What are you doing? Don't do that, buddy. Not a lesbian. Anyway, yeah. I'm not going to use that, I guess.